Chapter 2.2, we're now going to introduce you to the art of tonguing. Okay, now, to tongue on the saxophone, what you have to do is blow a note for about 5 to 10 seconds and just lift the tongue to the reed. Now, what you're saying with the tongue is T, or if you speak French, tu, T or tu. The idea is to flick the tongue about a third of the reed down, third of the way down on the reed even. Okay, now, so blow the note, 5, 10 seconds, lift the tongue to the reed and let it rest there. So we go. Do it on a C, nice easy note. The note stops dead. Make it 5 seconds. Make it 2 seconds. Make it 1. A very attacking T, T or tu, tu. The most famous example coming later is Pink Panther. Okay, so that's staccato. Short, clipped note. Lovely sound, really nice, bit like putting a sort of spice in a food. Really lovely sound to put into your playing. So that's staccato. Moving on, we take the same concept of going T or tu, and we go to something called legato. Okay, it's all very posh Latin terms, you know how it is. Okay, so legato is this. So we're going T, but we're blowing through the note, so it's a continuous stream of sound. So you get this. Okay, so we're flicking the tongue and blowing through the note, flicking the tongue, blowing through the note, flicking the tongue, blowing through the note. And that's called legato. And that's one of the most important forms of articulation that you're going to use in making your saxophone come alive. Okay, now the final thing, just to show you, the final posh term, very poshly called slurring. The slurring is what you've been doing so far, where hopefully you haven't been using the tongue at all, and you're literally just blowing and letting the fingers do the walking. There's no tongue involved whatsoever. So slurring is this. Okay, so there's a big difference between when you're tonguing and when you're not. Now, all the straight teachers, of which obviously I am not one, get you to tongue at the beginning of every note, but we're not going to do that when we start doing our first tune. What we're going to do is use the tongue sparingly, so when you do put it in, it has a real impact on the sound, okay? So basically that's tonguing. T or tu, staccato, short choppy note, legato, blow through the notes or use it for repeat notes, and slurring's when you're not using the tongue at all, okay? So that's the art of tonguing, and you'll be using this throughout your saxophone career. So listen to different players and listen to when they are and when they're not tonguing in the different uses and forms. We'll get these into our first tunes in a moment.